Well, hello everyone and welcome to the third round of the TFH Hire Legend Car E-Series. I'm your host, Aidan Williams, and we are here at Winton Motor Raceway, a very known track in the community of the Legend Car E-Series, a fan favourite for a couple of them, which should provide for some great racing as we see Fraser Clegg right over the curbs as we're watching him right now with James Brett. On the side with me today, I've got Josh Cody in the commentary box once again. Josh, how are you doing? How are you feeling for this race coming up tonight? So, right now, Josh has died in the commentary box.
Hello, sorry.
There we go. Hey, Josh, how are you feeling right now? And what's it called? How do you reckon the racing's going to be tonight?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be good. There's, I know from last time I was at Winton, there is a bit of complaints about overtaking, so I feel like we'll see some cool dives into turn one. And yes.
Yes, and also on the other news, sad talks. Elijah Whitfield is not racing tonight. That is a big talking point, even though he's nowhere in the championship. But it's just a big talking point because it's Evo Elijah. So he's not racing tonight, which is very sad within the Legend Car E-Series community. He is very well known for his beautiful quote, "Super Evo Elijah." So it's very sad that we're not seeing him tonight. But that's alright, we've still got the main protagonists in this story we're making in Season 4. Let's get up the results so far for practice, as practice will probably end soon. But right now, as you can see on the leaderboard, Fraser and George Miles right on the wall. As practice is nearly over, so they're just going to do their little itty-bitties. But Fraser Clegg, 30.9. Top of the ladder, he's leader of the championship. His championship rival Ryan Zaborski in third, only 2 tenths off the pace. But Lachlan Burke making a great comeback. So at Laguna Seca wasn't really anywhere. And look at him now, second place right now. Only 1 tenth off the pace. In fourth place, I know everyone's confused right now probably. The full stop, his name is Luke Newing. Number 17, Luke Newing. So make sure you remember that for the full stop in fifth place. He's a newcomer and he has some pace. Also, Ryan Bunt, big talk here as well. Ryan Bunt, I don't think he raced last round. I just can't remember off the top of my head, but he's got some pace here as well. He's got some pace in sixth place right now. James Brett, 7th. Ethan Johnson is back for another round in 8th. Aaron Russell in 9th. Maximus Morgan 10th. Just got to say, the top 13, all covered by a second, which is really good. I got to quickly say something to the voice chat for people. It's open quality, Lachlan.
Wait, is it quali now?
No, not yet. Quali is in a minute's time. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. It's just something was really funny in the voice chat. You guys can't hear it because I've made it where you can't hear it, just in case any words get thrown around. But it's gonna be fun. And there's a bit of a crash in the background. We've got 30 seconds left in practice right now. Watching Jackson Whitehead in his, I don't know what kind of livery it is. I'm just going to say it's like a fauna type livery. Got his sponsors on. Well, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any sponsors. But he's got his logos on there. Got the engine he races with IRL in go-karts. Luke Newing in 5th. Great job for his first coming in this series. And Jacob Higgins is in the pit. Whoa! Whose car is that towing back to the pit lane? That is Luca Padavis. You can see him in the background. His car is totaled, but he's only 9 tenths off the pace. So right now we are heading into qualifying. So just waiting. Here we go. Yo, no more talking in the voice chat, please. Just for quality, only bring up some important stuff, please. So, qualifying is a go. And Josh Cody is back, you can tell. So right now, who is the first one on the track up ahead? It's Lachlan Burke. So I believe we're going to have Lachlan Burke take us around for our first onboard lap of round 3. Having a onboard lap every round we have, picking different drivers. Right now, we're going to have Lachlan Burke for the first one. So we'll just stay on board with him with the TV cams till we get to the straight. I don't have a track map on me. I might need a track map. I need to remember these corner names. Maybe I can remember off the top of my head, but it would be pretty hard. I know what we just went through there is turn 6. Yeah, Lachlan Burke in the BBR livery. Big Brain Racing. Looking pretty smexy, I should say so myself. Lachlan using a lot of curb there. See in the background Chris Nolan, third in the chain. So here we go. All of us in the commentary box here, we're going to go silent and we are going to watch this onboard lap from Lachlan Burke. Let's see where he can put it for his first lap to set the banker for everyone. Lachlan Burke coming across the line. I believe he might have picked up an off track at that last corner, which he did. So it's Ryan Taborski who actually sets the benchmark of 32 flat. Chris Nolan 2 seconds off the pace, but Maximus Morgan now jumps to the top. Joshua Benner now jumps to the top, 31.3. Beautiful lap time there. And there's Luke Newing at the full stop. On my live timing, his name is number 17. So remember that, the full stop is Luke Newing. So Luke Newing in second place, but there you go, Fraser Clegg showing the pace he has in the number 1 machine. The Gold Fern livery, and he puts it on pole so far, but right now Ryan Taborski is on for a purple sector using the toe off Lachlan Burke ahead. So hopefully Ryan can put it somewhere better than 6th right now, because he is a championship contender so far in this season. Green sector 2. I wonder who has a purple sector 2. Might be Fraser. Ryan Taborski really wide. Going past Lachlan Burke, letting him pass. See, in the background, Benno has had a bit of a spin in the Project 300 Richards Auto machine. See, James Brett also had a bit of an excursion as well in the background. Now we are heading into the last couple of corners for Ryan Taborski. He had an orange third sector. So here he comes across the line. What can the time be? Surely he improves from 6th place where he is right now. Yes, he does. That's second, a tenth off the pace. And Lachlan Burke also improves a little bit too, but not as much. Watching everyone in the background come across the line. Luke Newing, has he improved on his time? No, he hasn't. He'll stay there. Jacob Higgins coming across the line now, still in 10th. 5th place is James. Who jumps up to 7th? That is Ryan Bunt, who has a great jump up there. Josh Bennett had a purple sector too, so that's the person that we were looking for. And we're watching Daniel Cox come past the main straight now in the Snickers inspired Kyle Busch livery. A little tribute to a great NASCAR driver in the NASCAR Truck Series as well. So a beautiful little tribute to Kyle Busch. May he rest in peace. And the nickname on the top two, Rowdy, is a great way to top it off. So watch out for Daniel Cox. He will have some pace in that machine. Chris Nolan though, 15th place. He's got a bit of a green lap coming up now. Into the second last corner. And Chris Nolan through the last corner. Lachlan Burke, I see green, and he improves up to second place. He's under a tenth now off Fraser Clegg. Fraser Clegg hasn't been able to improve. Luke Newing though across the line. He could go to the top. Waiting for it to go. No, it's only fifth spot, but he had a purple sector too, so he has some pace in the number 17 machine. Joshua Beno across the line. Fraser Clegg has improved now, so now Lachlan is 2/10 off the pace. So Fraser improving. Is he in any toe? No, he's by himself, just showing what pace he has here at Winton. Samuel Stride up into 16th, Sam Stride. And here we go, Casey Reed. He's a newcomer too on the track now. He finally made it. Oh, and there's a bit of a loop there as we go on to him right now. Commentator's curse. Ryan Taborski has to come through. He has a really big tail wiggle there. He's going to let Lachlan Burke through. So they only have one more lap after this. Watching Luke knowing he doesn't have his sector times up yet, but they should come up soon. As we watch both of the FTA boys trying to get around Chris Nolan, and there is a spin. Chris Nolan with Maximus Morgan. Those two had a little bit of a bingle. Josh, what's your thoughts so far on Coley looking at the time differences? Newcomer Luke Newing too, who is the full stop on our leaderboard. How do you reckon his pace is today? Do you reckon he could get a podium as a podium on the cards for him?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I haven't really been watching, to be honest. I've been editing.
That's fair. You are a busy photographer, man. Luke Newing doesn't improve though. Josh Benner though, he is on a purple lap. He comes across the line. This could be pole. No, it is second place for now. Only 1.5 tenths off Fraser Clegg. Could he pull another lap out of the behind? Mark Heppel is on a good lap too, as he's in. No, he's not. He's on our screens now, coming across the line. Where can he put the car? He's in 14th right now. Can he improve? It doesn't improve. He got an off track. Casey Reed on 2 green since he hasn't set a lap yet. See where he can put the. I think that's a Falcon Tire inspired livery there.
Oh, report. Chris Nolan pushing Luca wide.
Ooh.
And being racist. I think
Okay.
that's
There's no racism. There was no racism. He just called him French. He just called him French. It's fine. It's fine. Just.
But then that was blatant takeout. That was.
I think that
needs to be looked into.
Let's just continue with what's normal right now, which is just watching
He ruined his
the
lap.
quali.
He ruined his lap.
So Lachlan Burke crosses the line. Ryan Taborski's into 4th now. Finishes up. This is Fraser Clegg's last lap coming across the line now. Casey Reed came across the line. Where does he put his car? Did he get an off track on his up? No, he goes up into 8th, 5.7 seconds off the pace. Fraser Clegg though coming across the line. Can he improve? I don't think he can. Josh Benno though in the background. This might be pole position for Josh Benno. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. It's 1/100th of a second. He misses out on pole from Fraser Clegg by 1/100th of a second. That is very close between the front two. Fraser Clegg just nips the pole position off Josh Benno. Yo, could you just get a chat get in the
Yeah.
chat and just say stop talking and stop swearing, please, in the voice chat. Thank you,
Me?
Josh. Yeah, can you just text it in the chat, please? Thank you. As we're going to
Oh,
our grid right now, Fraser Clegg on the pole
swear.
position once again. Joshua Benno though
Oh,
showing
I
some
can only
pace.
message spectators,
Oh, okay, I'll just say it in
and
the
I
chat
spelled
and say,
swearing
oh,
wrong.
hey, I'll just, I'll just say in the chat and say Joshua Bennett in second, Lachlan Burke in third, Ryan Taborski championship contender, the Fraser Clegg in fourth position, Maximus Morgan in fifth, Luke Newing in sixth spot, a great first outing for him, James Brett in seventh, Ryan Bunt in eighth, Aaron Russell in ninth, great result for him there, Jackson Whitehead in 10th, in the top 10, good job for him. Jacob Higgins in 11th, Daniel Cox in 12th with the Carl Busch Inspired livery as we continue going through the grid. Then it goes Luca Padavis, Mark Heppel, James Grimmer, Chris Nolan, Sam Stride, Casey Reed, Ethan Johnson, George Miles, Cameron Hope, and apparently my name's there, which is interesting because I'm not starting this one. I'm in the commentary box, so no one is me car. So waiting for the last couple of people to get on the grid. There's Fraser Clegg. He's got his wheel fully turned to the left. Don't know what the plan is there. Maybe go in towards the grass, get some grass on the tyres, extra weight. Don't know how that would help. Oh, I just hit my mic with my water bottle. So,
Mistake I
Josh,
can't be making.
Josh, what are some
Yeah.
expectations today in the it's only heat 1, so we're not in the feature yet. And remember, feature top 10 reverse grid. So, what's your
I'm
what's the theories going into this race?
I think my main theory is that there's gonna be absolute carnage into turn one. I have a feeling Chris Nolan's gonna take someone out. And there's gonna be a really close battle between Benno, Lachlan Burke, and Ryan.
And Fraser.
I think.
The toe is still massive
No,
in
I
these.
reckon. I reckon Fraser will pull away after a little while, and it'll be a battle for second.
It just depends if Benno can get in front off the start. It could be really interesting.
Yeah.
And also the
Well,
slipstream.
whoever has Chris Nolan behind them's gone.
Okay,
I think Ethan Johnson's watching some TikToks.
here we go. I'll take it away for the start here. Watching Fraser Clegg. Look, look at the lights at the top of your screen. When those go green, the field gets underway. So everyone just waiting. I see a bit of a slingshot in the background. He couldn't get it done. So he's not going to have that. And it's green flag running. And we are racing now in Heat 1 of Round 3 of the Legends Car E Series, heading down to T1. Here comes Luke Newing, right around the outside. There's a bit of contact down
Ooh!
to T1. Do we actually
Oh,
all get through
Ryan's sliding.
cleanly? Ryan is sliding. We actually maybe all get through cleanly with a bit of iffy rubbing and everything, but everyone actually makes it through. As I see in the background, that is Ryan Bunt in the wall. He keeps it nice and even. It's still spinning going on. It's just the casual first lap
Oh,
incidents. And Ryan Taborski's actually been shuffled through the field. Sorry, there was a big thing that just went on there, but there's been a shuffle in the field. Looking in the background, a couple spins, but it looks like they keep on going nice and evenly. And Fraser Clegg, though, still had the whole shot on the start, but Luke Newing looked to go around the outside of nearly everyone. As I see Casey Reed has had a spin on the drone cam here through the trees. Casey Reed not probably happy in himself there. He was up a lot of spots, so now he's back down into 16th. Back to the leaders, Fraser Clegg, Lachlan Burke, and Josh Benno are the top three. Just rearrange Lachlan and Benno, and the top three is perfect. So heading down into the last couple of corners, Benno, Fraser, Lachlan, will they work together to pull away from James Brett, who's in fourth, to try get a gap, and then for the top 10 reverse, they'll be starting in 10th, 9th, and 8th. If here comes Benno, is he going to bump draft? Is he looking for a move? No, he's going to be bump drafting down into T1. So Max Morgan, after having a horrendous start, has to try claw himself back, and there's Ryan Taborski, who we saw in the background, makes a lovely move on James Brett, and Luke Newing's in the background looking for it on James soon as well. Jacob Higgins, he's got Jackson Whitehead, who's locked all the tyres nearly. He nearly hits Jacob, so Jackson does well to recover that lockup, just sit back behind and follow Jacob once again. And we see Luca Padavese, who's up 4 spots, so he started in 13th, but now he's in the top 10, so that's actually a good start for Luca. He could be on for a great result here. He runs a little bit wide. Nearly had a commentator's curse there, but he keeps it nice and evenly. Luke Newing, though, has a half spin, but he keeps it. And now Ryan Taborski, back to where he started, is looking to try and make his way through to the top 3 and have a chance at clawing back in the championship. Fraser Clegg, all he needs to do to just pull away in the championship, just keep consistent, which he has been doing, I believe, in his recent results. Through the last 2 rounds, it was a first, a second, and I believe another first, and then a fourth. If I haven't mistaken anything, I can actually check that real quickly. No, it's a first, a fourth, a first, then a second. So I got them mixed around. So consistency is key. That's what Fraser Clegg has shown in the first 2 rounds. Ryan Taborski might have James to work together with him, but we'll just have to see. Down to the first corner. Does Josh Banner look for a move? No, he's just going to sit right on the tail. He might wait. We're on lap 3 out of 11. And heading into turn number 3. No moves going on. Ryan Taborski just has that little gap. Looking in the background, Luca has actually got past. Alan actually hasn't got past Aaron Russell. Aaron Russell's actually gaining onto Luca. So Luca, if he doesn't want to get overtaken, he needs to make a move now on the cars ahead. And Daniel Cox started 12th, stays in 12th. Just doing nice there in the Snickers inspired livery, the Carl Busch livery. Back to the leaders, Fraser Clegg. Still just battling it out. No, not battling out, just trying to keep the lead. And Josh Benno just following closely behind. Fraser Clegg has a bit of a... Actually, no, the run was actually quite good out of there. Looked like he ran a little bit wide. Josh Benno had some gain on him, but not in the end. Everyone's actually very spread out as Jackson Whitehead's defending from Luca. So this is what I said before. Luca needs to get past. Luca might go for the switchback. No. He needs to pull some karting skills out here. And by karting skills, I don't mean where he rolled at the last corner at Eastern Creek. He needs to save that for later. Into the second last corner. Here we go. Luca's on the inside. Luca, could this be a beautiful move, actually? Luca still on the inside. Can he get the move done? Oh, a little bit of contact on the exit, but Luca gets the move done. Gets the apology right on the radio straight away, but Luca now has Aaron Russell for company. Down into the first corner, he gained one, now loses one. Is he going to try hold it around the outside? No, he'll back out of that one, and maybe Jackson can get a run now to get that spot back off Luca. Here comes Jackson. But Luca defends right to the inside, the Frenchie from New Caledonia into the third corner, and he keeps Jackson behind with a beautiful park up on the apex. But Luca doing well, holding it in the top 10. Back to our leaders, Fraser Clegg, Josh Benno, Lockenberg just still sitting in their own little train. Lap 4 out of 11. Don't mind the timer in the top left. We're just focusing on the laps because it is lap to races. So, I've just got a notification. Casey Reed has crashed. He's just spun out of the first corner. He continues going. First showing in the Legend Car E-Series. Heading back to our leaders, Luke Newing as well, just sitting in the train of James and Ryan. You see Jacob trying to gain onto them into the second last corner. Fraser Clegg still holding that lead. Josh Benner closely behind. Luca just falling off the back now of Aaron Russell, and Jackson following closely behind. These two could have more battles as the race goes on, but right now it's kind of even between everyone. No one's really had anything going on. A couple battles here and there. As I see in the background, Daniel Cox is on the inside of Chris Nolan. Gets the move done. That is 11th spot, but he might run a little bit wide here. Can Chris Nolan get the switch back? No. So Daniel Cox now up into 11th spot with a beautiful move down the T1 that we saw in the background. Now, can he catch the train ahead if they start battling, as Chris Nolan's really wide? But Daniel still has it. Nothing's really changed right now. The leaders just still all staying evens. Even Stevens. See in the background, Ryan Taborski runs extremely wide. He's trying to push to catch the leaders ahead. But since they're all toe training each other, it's going to be really hard. He just needs to wait for them to battle. James Brett as well, just sitting in the wings as well. Luke Newing fallen off the back a bit, but not too much. Jacob Higgins has Aaron Russell for company. Aaron Russell has got some pace right now. And he's going to go to the inside. Oh, I accidentally clicked on my spacebar, so it shut up the UI. But Aaron Russell has some pace coming through the last corner. He's actually catching onto Jacob Higgins. This car has some pace. Down the main straight. Where will Aaron look for the move though on Jacob? And can he get through cleanly? Ethan Johnson is back onto the track just to get some laps in if anything happens. Is Aaron going to look for a move in here? No, he will not. And so Josh, it's actually been a tame race so far, the middle part of it. We're into the halfway stage. It's been pretty tame. Any moments stand out from the start of the race?
Nothing really. Yeah, I'm quite surprised. Oh, Fraser's off.
Oh, Fraser's off.
Off.
We've just cut back to it. Fraser is off. We were just talking about how before when I was talking he was just in the lead comfortably, but now he's back down in 6th. Okay, we need to know what has happened here. Was there a bump on the exit?
Now,
Oh, he just lost the rear on his own, but maybe a tap from behind, but it just looks like he lost it on his own. Oh, he lost it under braking. Tries to get on the power, but he just couldn't save it in time. And now that leaves Benno in the lead. So Benno, can he finally get a win after his disappointing results from some races, like at Alton Park in 11th?
There goes Ryan Bunt as well.
Ryan Bunt, oh no. Just realised, yeah, it says on my thing, Ryan Bunt has crashed. Where did he crash? He was just in a nice little battle train. Into the first hairpin, it taps the back. Okay. But, keeps it nice, keeps it running. But yeah, Josh Benno's results, as I was saying, at the first round, 11th and a 5th. Actually, no, he did win the second race in Laguna. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, Josh Benno, I forgot about that. He was flying in that Laguna race. I remember he had it was a big gap. I think it was maybe a 5-second gap, 6-second gap. Just had that lead because of the battles that were happening on the starts. But an 11th, a 5th, a 6th, and a 1st. Can he make it another first here? Claw back in the championship, 85 points off Fraser Clegg, so he could be on for the championship hunt still. And Lachlan Berg, his results haven't shown really yet, except for the first round, a 3rd and a 2nd, and then Laguna Seca was a 19th and a retirement. As Luke Newing is battling with James Brett into the last couple of corners, and James Brett defending to the inside. Luke Newing giving it up easily, doesn't want to fight it too hard. And Fraser Clegg looking to make some spots back as Luke Newing though goes to the inside down the main straight, making the move on James Brett, using the side draft as well into the first corner. James Brett, will he try to hold it around the outside? There's a little bit of contact between the two. They keep it nice and even, but James has spun him around and they're both going into the wall, and James is in the wall even harder. Has to put it in reverse and continue going, but Luke Newing, well, the exit of turn 2, yeah, James Brett on the inside, they had a bit of contact in turn 1, which didn't really settle anything, and then into turn 2, James running wide, maybe some understeer, helping in the back of Luke Newing, and then James being sent into the wall himself, as Ethan Johnson has been run a little bit wide. Aaron Russell, who's been trying to look for a move, Ethan Johnson is right around, spins it on his own. Oh, don't rejoin badly, Ethan. Okay, he doesn't. He's just doing it nice and even Stevens. But what even happened? Because he was with Aaron Russell. Quickly go some. Ow, I think I can tell. Let's have a look at it from here. Actually, oh no, wait a second. Might have been a big crash here, because Maximus Morgan has returned to the pits. Ah, a little bit of contact there. Ethan Johnson has crashed now. Sorry, everyone, going through a lot of these replays. Just going straight. Knows he's out. Jumps to the pits. But I think that is a big slam dunk penalty going the way, because he was battling as a lap car, and Aaron Russell was the biggest loser out of that. And Lachlan Burke, as we were going through the replays, he is now up to the lead as Cameron Hope and James Brett have crashed. Cameron continues going. No, James goes to the pits. And Cameron just loops it on his own. But yeah, Lachlan Burke in the lead now. We're on the 9th lap. And 2 more laps to go. 9th out of the 11th lap. 9. Nah. I'm saying too much 9. My brain is not computing. But yeah, Lachlan Burke and Josh Bennett, these two are going to have a great battle. If they battle too hard though, Ryan Taborski is their waiting. The Project 300 needs to play this smart into the second last corner. We'll head on to the second last lap. Fraser Clegg really deep on the brakes. Aaron Russell though is around the outside of Jacob Higgins into the second last corner. Can he go for a switchback maybe? No, he's going to use a bit of extra track. Well, Luca set it up to the inside. Luca! That could have been a really good move from Luca, but he does back out of it. Plays it smart. So these 4 are battling it for 6. This is the battle for 6th right now. Down the main straight. It's actually not the battle for 4th. It's actually the battle for 6th. Looking at our battle box at the bottom right. Aaron Russell, Jacob Higgins, Luca Padavides, and Jackson Whitehead. Aaron up 3 spots, but look at this. Down the inside, Jacob Higgins makes the move. Does he get it done? No, he doesn't yet, because he's still side by side with Aaron Russell. These two not given an inch between each other. And Aaron Russell has it done, and Luca follows him right up the inside, go-kart style, following the car ahead for the overtake. Does he get the move done? Yes, Luca is up into 7th. After starting from 13th, he is up into 7th, so a great drive from Luca. This is really good, what Luke is doing right now, showing some pace in that FTA machine. Heading back to the leaders though. There you go, the 2 championship contenders, Ryan Taborski and Fraser Clegg. White versus red, Skittles versus the Fern. And Ryan Taborski is on the defense. He's not going to let Fraser Clegg go. Trying to bring it back. Get some side draft into the break in the second last corner. Can he hold it up on the apex? Fraser Clegg's going to try to go around the outside into the last corner. Can he get the move done? No, a little bit of contact between the two. These two battling it out for the championship for the end of the year. And it looks like right now we're going on to the final lap. And they're still side by side. Lachlan Burke and Josh Bennett not battling it out yet. Fraser Clegg's on the inside. Does he get the move done? Yes, Ryan Taborski looking for it back. Can't get it done. Those two, though, having a great battle. Can Ryan go back on the inside, though? Yes, he can. Right back up the inside. Is he going to get it done? There might be contact between the two. Through turn number 3 into 4. Ryan Taborski is now ahead. They're still side by side. They're not giving up an inch. And into the long left-hander. Will Ryan try to hold it around the outside? Does he have the room? Will Fraser give him the room? No, he won't. Ryan Taborski has to cut the track, and that surely will be a slowdown. Yes, it is. So Ryan, the outside line did not work, and now he has a slowdown, and that could bring Luke Newing back into it. Josh Benno now. We're focused on the leaders. Josh Benno. Can he make a move on Lachlan Burke? Will Lachlan win his first race of the season? Will Benno win his second? Lachlan on the defense, moves to the outside now. Will Benno look for a move down the inside? Yes, he will. Will these two have some fireworks going on? No, they won't, but Lachlan goes a bit wide, and now Josh Benno has the run, but Lachlan has the inside into the second last corner on the last lap of Heat 1. Not the feature just yet. Very tight between the two. Looks like maybe a little bit of contact, but Lachlan on the inside. These two are going to be really close across the line. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be Lachlan or Benno? I think it might be Lachlan. He shuts the door. Benno's going to try the grass, but it's Lachlan Burke who wins. Heat 1. He gets his first gets his first race win of the season. Great job, Lachlan Burke. And Fraser, well, Ryan Zaborski is rolling. A great job, Lachlan Burke. That was a great battle to the line. And Luca Padavis finishes in 7th. A great job from him. And actually, he's going to be starting 3rd place for the top 10 reverse.
Oh no.
Not oh no, oh yeah, bro.
No, no. Oh no.
Who's ready for the top 10 reverse in the feature? That means Luca is starting 3rd. Go, Luca! I mean 4th. I mean 4th. Oh, Jackson's starting 3rd. Even worse. Oh, we head into our warm up now. 3-minute warm up. So, Josh, Cody, what a race that actually was. That turned out to be a really good race. So, we're going to look at the
Yes.
results right now. Lachlan Burke, 1st place, finally gets a win in this season so far. Joshua Bennett gets another podium, as well as Fraser Clay keeping the consistency up. Him and Ryan. Ryan finishes 4th. Those two had a great last lap battle till Ryan ran a little bit wide for the long left-hander and got that slowdown. Luke Newing in
Silly
5th.
duffer.
Great job from Luke Newing. First time in the series, and he's finished in 5th. Great job. Aaron Russell, too, in 6th. Great job from him. Luca, I reckon Luca there might have been driver of the day in that first race. He done really well starting from 13th and having some great battles out there with everyone. He finishes in 7th. Jackson Whitehead in 8th. Daniel Cox in 9th gets it into the top 10, so he'll be starting 2nd. He'll be starting on the front row, and Chris Nolan finishes in 10th, so he will be starting 1st for the top 10 reverse. Then it goes Sam Stride, Ryan Bunt, Mark Heppel, Cameron Hope, James Brett, Jacob Higgins, Casey Reed, Maximus Morgan, Ethan Johnson, and James Grimmer rounds out your top 20 field. Just watching Casey Reed on the track now. Looking at our scenic cameras. Josh Cody, what do you reckon is going to happen in this feature race? We've got the top 10 reverse. What is going to happen, you reckon? Some predictions for this next race.
I think Chris is going to start first, absolutely kill everyone, and everyone's going to explode and die.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. This is all jokes. We're just joking around here. But I reckon biggest.
I think it's gonna be a much less clean start though. In all
Yeah,
seriousness,
I
I
reckon
think
we
it's gonna
might.
be genuinely.
I reckon we might get a safety car here. Depends on how everyone's going to be going into turn number 1 and as well down into turn number 3. But Luca starting on the 2nd row in 4th. I reckon Luca could have a good chance at maybe scraping a podium if he can just keep his head straight. He done that in the first race and done really well. So I'm actually hoping for a Luca podium here. Would be really good to see.
Luca Padovisi.
Just thinking now of what else could happen. I reckon the biggest mover for the top 10 reverse, I reckon Benno is going to get up there as well as Fraser. But Fraser has some bad luck at Laguna Seca. But I reckon Benno will probably have the most positions gained out of the top 10 from that last race into this reverse top 10. But the biggest mover in the race, I reckon, will be. Got to see who's actually starting out of the top 10.
Pardon me.
Ooh. I reckon James Brett. James Brett finished down near the rear of the field. I reckon he'll have the most gains. So we'll quickly get the grid up for this race here. So it's Chris Nolan on the pole position with Daniel Cox in 2nd spot, Jackson Whitehead on 3rd, Luca Padavis in 4th, Aaron Russell in 5th, Luke Newing in 6th, Ryan Taborski in 7th, Fraser Clegg in 8th, Joshua Benno in 9th, and then Lachlan Burke in 10th. Rounds out that top 10 reverse. Going down for the rest of the grid, Sam Stride, Ryan Bunt, Mark Heppel, Cameron Hope, James Brett, Jacob Higgins, Casey Reed, Maximus Morgan, Ethan Johnson, James Scrimmer, and then George Miles in 21st, but he hasn't been racing so far this evening. just quickly let
Or George.
Chris Nolan know. Make sure you go on the green. Chris, make sure you go on the green. Don't go any time before it. Ethan Johnson providing some pre-race entertainment. Oh, yep, here we go. Ryan
think there's a
Zaborski isn't on the
robot.
grid. Ryan Zaborski is now on the grid. So Chris Nolan, our pole sitter for the feature race, the 15-lap feature. We are going to see some fireworks get lit up in this race. Chris Nolan hasn't actually moved yet, but now he does. Daniel Cox could be on for a podium opportunity here. Luca too. Jackson as well. It just depends on what happens on this start as the field behind taking their time to come up. But we are on for a cracker race today. Josh Cody's, what are some predictions before we go on to the start?
Yeah, I reckon the start's gonna be pretty hectic. I feel like it's just I think I'm gonna guarantee one safety car.
One safety
Minimum.
car. I'm guaranteeing that too. So I'll take it away for the start here. Rounding the last corner when Chris Nolan has to wait for the green. So we're waiting for the green. And green flag running, and we are racing here at Winton for the feature race of the TFH High Legend Car E-Series. Oh my goodness, it's 4 wide nearly as well. Luca is on the inside of that. Is everyone going to make it through turn 1 cleanly? We actually all do. This is a great start.
Wow.
Luke Newing is up 5 spots, and he's taken the lead from 6th spot on the grid. And he's going around the outside of Chris Nolan now into turn number 3. Can he get the move done around the outside? Will Chris Nolan hold it? I see in the background some people.
Move from Benno.
Oh, Jackson's got some contact. And Jackson's wide. Ethan's wide. They keep on going though. Only a couple spins. Chris Nolan is in the lead, and Luke is in the podium. Luca is on the podium. I did predict this, but Fraser Clegg is there, and there goes Luca down the inside for 2nd spot. Can he get the move done? Luca is up into 2nd. Oh, there's contact though between Luca and Luke Newing. 2 Lukes. Very close, and Luke Newing finally gets back on, and I see a spin in the background. There's a couple people involved in that. Do they keep it going though? Yes, they do. No big crashes happening yet, and oh no, even Johnson has spun right in front. Chris Nolan is in the lead. How the hell has he done that? He's converted pole to the lead so far, and down in to the 2nd last corner, and Josh Benno is around the outside. Gets the move done on Luca. Luca is down in 5th. Daniel Cox in 6th. But a very entertaining first lap as we cross the line to start the 2nd lap out of 15. And Aaron Russell, though, is going to follow Fraser Clegg. Aaron Russell, he could use the pace from Fraser Clegg to try and gain onto Chris Nolan. Chris Nolan in this league. I reckon Chris is going to defend for his life. Mark Heppel in 9th. Maximus Morgan, though, is the biggest mover so far from 18th to 10th. The gold ferns shining on that livery for Fraser Clegg. Just realised as well, Ryan Taborski. Where's Ryan Taborski? Ryan Taborski isn't on the track. I just realised that Ryan isn't on the track. As my camera here is bugged out. And look at this Chris Nolan though. He's already defending. Fraser Clegg is on the rear. But what happened to Ryan Taborski? He's not on the track. I don't know what's going on there, but Ryan, he's losing some valuable championship points. As Chris Nolan is on the defense. He's got Fraser Clegg to the outside. Will Fraser try go for a switchback right over the curb? Chris Nolan goes, and here comes Fraser to the outside, but here comes Aaron Russell. He's going to use maybe a bit of bump drafting. Oh, Chris Nolan is still holding it, but Chris Nolan, I knew this was going to happen. Fraser Clegg has faked him, and Fraser Clegg is out in lead. Chris Nolan runs wide. And down the main straight. And down the main straight. Just listening to the voice chats here where you guys can't hear it, just in case any swearing happens. But Fraser Clegg from 8th on the grid up into 1st. Aaron Russell following closely behind. He's got some pace on board in that number 18. Luca is in 4th still as well. Josh Cody as you're an FTA as well with Luca, talk to him a bit. How do you reckon Luca's doing in this race?
I think Lucas' prayers have been answered. I don't know how the hell he's doing this. Um, Maybe those 600 laps, 300 more. He's done like 600 laps in the legend car. He's done more laps than everyone else in FTA. He's a nerd. He's an iRacing merchant, so I guess it's paying off.
Yeah, but Luca.
I guess his bum sweat on his sim is paying off.
Yeah, but hats off to Luca, the only Frenchie in the field. He is doing it well in fourth. I reckon he is still on for a podium. I believe in Luca. And look at this battle though. Aaron Russell, wouldn't have expected this, but Aaron Russell has got some pace there behind Fraser Clegg. Will Aaron work together or will he go for a move? Oh, as I see in the background, Daniel Cox trying to defend from James Brett, but James Brett does a beautiful move down the inside. Daniel just has to let it happen as he goes wide as well as James. They make contact there too, and now Maximus Morgan is up into sixth. So Max Morgan is up into sixth. So 12 spots up. But here we go into the first corner. Will this be now 11 spots as James Brett can make a move? No. Maximus Morgan has some pace on board in that FTA livery. And Lachlan Burke needs to make his way through. Finished first. And oh my goodness, Max, what a move down the inside. That's a dive bomb and a half. But Chris Nolan is still battling it out. But Max, what a move. I wish we had a better camera angle for that. But Max with a dive bomb and a half makes a beautiful move. And now he's up into fifth to try catch up to the top five.
You know, I made a really Euro edit of Max the other day, and I'm extremely proud of it.
I saw the aura picture of him too.
Everyone go check out something Max Morgan on Instagram. It's got a really Euro edit.
Make sure you check jcr.multi.media.
Yo, not the plug, not the plug.
On the Instagram. Yeah, Ryan not on the track, which is a disappointing effort here for Ryan. Fourth lap out of 15. Luca still just holding onto the back of his train. Doing well. Lachlan Burke down the inside of Chris Nolan. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. That is 7th spot for Lachlan Burke. And Max Morgan trying to catch. And Luca, he's messed up the last corner. So now he's off the train a bit, but still fourth is good. If anything happens, he's still on for a podium opportunity. He just needs to keep his head calm. As I see in the background, Lachlan Burke locks nearly all fours. Still keeping it ahead of Chris Nolan. Chris Nolan loses the rear. And now Daniel Cox is looking to the inside. No, he can't get the move done. He's got Mark Heppel now, who's on his inside. Mark Heppel down the inside. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. Back to the leaders, Fraser Clegg, Aaron Russell, and Joshua Beno. Aaron's on for his first ever podium. This could be a valiant? Yeah, I think it's valiant. A valiant effort. Just looking at his past results. Got 9th and 11th at Alton Park. Didn't do Laguna Seca. He's come back for Winton, so I believe Laguna might have been his drop round. And he has got pace aboard that number 18. Looking at this battle for first. Fraser Clegg, Aaron Russell, Joshua Beno, and Lucas still hanging on in the background. Still trying to get that slipstream. Josh Beno just hanging back too. Aaron's made a mistake. Can Josh Beno capitalize on that? Will he go for a move or will he just sit behind? I think he'll just sit behind as Aaron's getting the slipstream down the main straight off Fraser Clegg into the first corner. We have a look back here into the first corner. There goes Ethan Johnson down the inside. Oh, he's very wide, Ethan. Down the inside, but a contact. And Cameron Hope is in the wall. And I think Ethan, though, after this race, is going to have a couple of things thrown at him, such as penalties and maybe even a B word, which is
Spanner.
the ban. Not banned from the series, just a ban from quali and a ban from a race. But yeah, Fraser Clegg still leading us away. Aaron Russell in second. Luca just hanging on the back. Luca just doing well there, just sitting there. Maybe hoping for some last lap drama. But we're still not 11, 9 laps away from that. Luca. So he started 4th, stays 4th. Fraser started from 8th, is in the 1st. Aaron Russell started 5th in the 2nd. And then Joshua Beno, who started 9th, is in the 3rd. And it's like a repeat of what happened last lap. Josh Beno, Aaron Russell. Well, Josh Beno has that slipstream, just can't get the double toe enough to get past. So it's just a sitting game here at Winton. As I see in the background, I believe that's Mark Heppel on Chris Nolan. So Mark Heppel in the all-white livery, looking for a move. Can he go to the outside? Yes, he can. Into the 3rd corner. Can he go right around the outside? No, he'll run a little bit wide. And will Daniel try go for the move next? No, he'll sit back. So Josh, bit of a chaotic start, but we settled down. How do you reckon this is going to play out for the last stint of the feature race?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? I'm just... sorry.
Yeah, how do you reckon it's going to play out for this last stint of the feature race? Because we still got this battle going on for the lead. Aaron Russell doing a magnificent job to stay right behind Fraser Clegg, as well as Lucas sitting in the background and waiting if anything happens. But what do you reckon is going to happen in this last couple laps?
Yeah, I think everyone will probably stay in their positions per se. Like, I have a feeling there's going to be a three-way battle. Like Fraser, Benno, and Aaron Russell will be fighting until the end. I think maybe Benno is dropping off a little bit, but never mind. I forgot how good the slipstream was in these cars. I'm just rambling on because I don't know what to say. But go Fraser Clegg and go Josh Benno.
Aaron,
And kind of Luca.
And Aaron, though, still got pace. Fraser Clegg doesn't want to spin it again like he done in Heat 1. He lost the rear a lot. He's losing the rear again on the exit of turn number 4. Into turn number 5 we go.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. We've had a crash. So Jackson, oh no! Oh no. Oh, here we go. Casey Reed, is he going to get out of the way of the leaders? This is not good heading down into this last couple of corners. He will get out of the way. Yes, he does. Casey Reed goes to the pit lane. Does the smart thing. I think he might just take a little drive through so he gets out of the way of everyone. So down the main straight. Luca just sitting there in 4th. He's in no man's land right now, so he's just sitting there doing nothing really right now. So he'll just await. Still got 6 laps to go in this race. See in the background, Max had that pace, but now James is bringing it back. Oh, Max is really wide on the exit of turn number 2. And James is right on the tail. Brakes a little bit early there. Lachlan too, sitting there in the wings. I've just realised too, Luke Newing, after having that incident with Luca, Luke Newing's just making his way back. Oh no, what's going on in the background? Chris Nolan and Jacob Higgins had a bit of a mingle. Anything big? Oh, I've just seen that. Contact between the two, right into the wall maybe? No. They keep on going. A lot of spins going on in this race down the main straight. The main straight. Into the 3rd last corner though. And Aaron Russell is still hanging on the back of Fraser, and he's bump drafted him, trying to get away from Benno. So I believe Aaron just wants a 2-car train for the lead, not a 3-car train. But we could have a very entertaining last lap. Biggest mover so far in this race, Maximus Morgan. I believe he'll probably be getting driver of the day for this one. Here comes Aaron. No. Can't get the move done. Chris Nolan is retired from the race. It's a very calming race once again. It's like Laguna Seca. Laguna was calm until the final moments of the race for a couple of positions. But when we get to a high slipstream track, well, actually no, we've got the USA. We actually got the USA Oval title next week. We do.
I might actually do that one.
Yeah, USA International Raceway on the tar oval, the asphalt oval for the USA. No, USA Oval titles. It's a championship round and a title round. Also coming up later this season, it's not a part of the championship. We've got the Dirt Legends title, and we've got the Aussie titles once again. This time at Phillip Island instead of the Bend. And the Dirt titles is at USA International Raceway again, but the Dirt version of it. So we are going to have some great racing coming up for you once again. Let's look at Luca Padavise's recent results here, as he's in his best finishing position yet. So Luca looking down in 25th right now in the standings. He's going to jump up a lot after this. So Luca Padavise, a 22nd and a 16th at Alton Park, a retirement at Laguna, and a did not start at Laguna too. So this is going to be his best result. Yeah, so he's going to have a 7th and maybe a 4th by the time this race ends. I think Luca actually has Max catching onto the back. Yeah, Luca got the cars behind him catching now. Luca just needs to keep his head down, keep consistent, and he can stay ahead of those 3 behind, because if anything happens to the front leaders, Luca is on for a great result. But he's on for a great result already. Heading back to the leaders, Fraser Clegg, Aaron Russell, and Joshua Benno. Lap 11 out of 15. We are closing the night off maybe with a bang here in the feature. Bit of contact under the braking. Aaron's all over the grass, and keeps it going in. I've accidentally hit space again. Keep in space. Down the main straight into turn 1. And Aaron's dropped off the back a bit, but the slipstream will keep him in that. And Luke Newing has made a move on Daniel Cox. And now he is... Oh, he's actually battling with Daniel Cox down to turn 1. So Daniel gets the move done once again. And Luca, though, he's got some pressure now from behind. His fellow FTA teammate, Max Morgan, is tailing behind, and they've got an angry train of James Brett and Lachlan. And I've heard a half spin. I believe that might have been Aaron. That was Aaron. So Aaron needs to pick up the pace. He wants to get back behind Fraser. This is allowing Fraser to have a little bit of a gap now. But yeah, Luca got Max right on the tail. Even if Luca falls behind this train, he will finish 7th. So there will be 2 7ths in a row. So that's still good for Luca. But here comes Max to the inside. I think Luca's letting him pass to the inside. Yes, he is. He's going to use Max now to pull away maybe from the train behind. But Max runs wide himself. Luca pulling back in to give him a bump draft. James Brett, can he look for a move on Luca? Might look one down the inside. No, Lachlan Burke too is in at this train. As Luca runs wide, here comes James down the inside. A bit of contact. These two going at it. And Lachlan Burke's going to get involved in this, but he's going to push Luca down the main straight so he can get past James. But no, he's going to make it 3 wide. We're 3 wide down the main straight. Luca in the middle. Lachlan on the left and James on the right. Into the first corner, maybe contact, maybe fireworks. Do they keep it all even? A little bit of contact, but it all keeps it nice. And no, Lachlan Burke uses too much exit curb, and that's him around. But he's got a big enough gap to behind to keep his 7th spot. But Luke Newing will be gaining him rapidly as he picks up speed once again. So Luca now right behind James Brett. So Luca in 6th. So this will be his best finishing position. Looking back at the leaders now, these three haven't changed since lap 2 or 3 it was. Into the third last corner, Fraser Clegg, the number 1, the Gold Fern. Still got the pressure though from Aaron Russell and Josh Benno. There's Max in 4th, a great recovery drive from him. After starting 18th on the grid, he's up into 4th. His recent results so far though in the season, he's actually had a couple good results. He's in 4th in the championship, 126 points off. So he's had a 6th, a 9th at Alton Park, and then a 3rd. He had his first podium at his first podium of the season at Laguna, and then he finished 12th though in the next one. But still 4th in the championship, only 126 points off, so not bad for him. So on the penultimate lap, the next lap will be our last lap, which I reckon we're going to have a great one here as Luca and James Brett are on the battle, but I believe there might have been some contact between the two. We'll quickly go back. Yeah, Luca down the inside, loses the rear a bit all over the curb. A little bit of contact, they keep it going though. Here I'm apologising over the radio, so good sportsmanship. And Luca lets him back pass, so these two will have a crack at it once again, battling each other. But Luca still in 6th spot, best finishing position yet. Heading to the leaders. We're going to watch this last lap between these three. We're going to have a banger here. Josh Cody, get ready to watch this. We're going to have a great last lap battle. And if any fireworks happen, we've got Maximus Morgan in the background who's just come into the shot to capitalize on anything. Fraser Clegg runs wide. It's going to maybe ruin his run onto the main straight. Aaron Russell, though, uses a bit of curb. And we are going on to the last lap of the feature race here at round 3. Fraser Clegg, a little bit of contact in the background there. Fraser Clegg weaving down the main straight. Aaron not looking for the move just yet. Stays in 2nd spot. Fraser Clegg still has the lead. Where can Aaron make a move? He's still got a couple straights to go where you can get the slipstream and make a move. Aaron looking to the inside. He can't get the move done there. He doesn't want to do that too often or else he's going to lose a bit on Fraser Clegg. Josh Benno just waiting. And that's Aaron Russell. He's spun round. And that's going to be Max on the podium. Maybe. Max is pushing. Can he get past Aaron? Now these two are going to have a great battle for the podium positions. And Joshua Benno is going to try get this win now. Aaron Russell has Maximus Morgan for company. Max is going to be pushing his heart out to get this podium because those tyres will be hot on Aaron. It's just a matter of time of where he can make the move. As Josh Benno, he's on the tail of Fraser Clegg now. These two are going to have a titanic battle. See in the background too, those two are going to be battling for the 3rd place position as Aaron's defending in the background. Josh Benno, can he get a good run? Using the slipstream of Fraser Clegg, he's going to go to the outside. Fraser Clegg will close that door once again. Benno is just looking, but Benno runs a bit wide, but can he get the slipstream down the main straight and make a move? Or can Fraser get a nice run out of the last corner? And Fraser Clegg pulling over to the left? No, he's not. It's just them two coming across the line. It's Fraser Clegg who wins. Here comes Maximus Morgan. Can he pull out and make a move for the podium? Here he comes. No, he can't. So Aaron Russell still gets his first ever podium. So Max, though, a great comeback drive in 4th. Oh, he's killed Luca with him. But Fraser Clegg, that's another race a win, and he's going to extend that championship lead. because Ryan Taborski was not there in the feature race, which I don't know why. Yeah, so I don't know why Ryan wasn't in that, but I'll definitely get an explanation when I join
I reckon he has
the
to do his
con.
homework.
Probably. Knowing Ryan, a bit of a nerd. But yeah, Fraser Clegg is your not round winner. Actually, no, he is your round winner because Lachlan not won the first race. Actually, no. I don't know. I'll look at it after. I gotta find Aaron Russell. I can't remember what his name was on the fucking. Wait, on the Discord server.
Oh, what was that, mate? You swear?
Nope, I said fudge.
I think you swore.
So, we'll quickly run you through the results of that race. The top 10 reverse. That's the wrong results. That's not the feature. Yeah, there we go. Feature results. It's Fraser Clegg who started from 8th on the grid. He will finish in first. Joshua Beno in second. Aaron Russell in third. Gets his first ever podium in the Legend Car E Series. Maximus Morgan in fourth. Great recovery drive from him. James Brett in fifth. Luca, another best finishing position in sixth spot. Lachlan Burke in seventh. Luke Newing in 8th, Daniel Cox in 9th, Jackson rounds out the top 10. Then it's Mark Heppel, Ryan Bunt, Casey Reed, Chris Nolan, Jacob Higgins, Ethan Johnson, Cameron Hope, Sam Scheid, Ryan Zaborski, who didn't participate in that race, as well as James Greimer. Still watching Fraser do doughies as I hear a quack. I heard a quack. Fraser's still doing doughies and he's in the interview box, right?
Yep.
Yep. Well, you know what? I'm going to do a mumbo jumbo here, and I'm actually going to start with second, so Fraser doesn't get his glory first. So, Josh Benno, it's actually you first, because you're just, I don't know, so much cooler.
Douche. I wonder why. I think he's got the name Josh.
So, Josh, Benno, you picked up a second in the first race, and a second in this one again, so pretty consistent, gaining some championship points back towards Fraser, only a couple points, not too many, it's a measly amount of points. But Benno, how was the feature race and how was Heat 1 and how did you tackle that top 10 reverse once again?
Oh yeah, it was a pretty solid performance. I think from in both two races to grab 2 seconds is good. No crashes, no DNFs, anything. It just kept it clean. I was a bit scared for the reverse grid race. Got kind of lucky. Ryan's internet cut out while he was in front of me, so I kind of just had an empty spot to go into. And then yeah, just kind of picked them off one by one, and then I was able to just stick in that train. And then me, Fraser, and Aaron were just running in that train for what felt like forever. And I was kind of just sitting there, just waiting, just because I think all three of us were as fast as each other. It was just a matter of if we could pass. And then Aaron was kind of just waiting and waiting and waiting, and just always kind of bumping Fraser. And then obviously spun it on the last lap. And then I tried to get Fraser, but no, it was just nipped me at the line.
Yeah, I'm just watching Aaron spin right now, just done it all on his own, but that gave you that second place once again. But great job that round. More championship points towards your way. You'll probably be second in the championship now because Ryan, it's internet dropping out now. I finally know. We thought he had to go do homework because he's a nerd. So great job, Josh Benno, and I hope to see you for the next round at the USA Oval Titles.
Fuck, we got an oval next.
Wait, no swearing.
Oh, hang on.
Wait,
I'll
reverse.
beep it out.
Reverse.
Quack.
Quack. There we go.
Wow, wait, reverse. Ready? We got an oval next.
Yeah, we got an oval next. Championship round. Oval next.
Oh,
Yeah, there
that's
you
fun.
go.
All right, well,
Gosh darn it.
yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Shucks. Shucks.
Thank you, Aiden, and thank you, Legend Cars Australia and TFH.
Ploop.
Thank you.
And Josh Cody.
And Josh Cody, of course.
It's okay.
Yeah, jcr.multi.media. Now since
Gives really good head.
Oh, okay, no, get out of here, get out.
Bleep,
We don't need. Yeah, bleep. So Aaron
Shucks
Russell.
almost fell out of my chair.
So Aaron Russell isn't in here, so I was gonna go second, third, then first. But now I got to go to Fraser Clegg, who's won the feature race, and in the first race, he had a little bit of a loop on his own. That's a mistake that we've seen from Fraser. Bloody hell, Fraser! What happened
Yep.
in Heat 1? What did you do there?
Unbelievable.
I didn't shift to fourth where I usually did, and then shifted down twice like I normally did, but that shifted me to first, and I basically drifted around the whole corner and forgot that the corner ended and just kept on going. But yeah, I worked my way back past those three to get third, and I don't know, maybe a few more laps or something I could have caught up, but probably not because it's pretty hard to gain without a toe. So yeah, it was all right. Feature race was fun, starting from eighth. I didn't think I was going to be aggressive, but when I had quite a big gap to the guys in front and I saw them all slow on the inside, I just basically just hoiked it around the outside and gained 3 spots at turn one. So that made the race a bit easier. Then it was about working my way past people one at a time without getting taken out, and then yeah, got into the lead, and then I thought it was going to be Benno I had to worry about, but it was actually Aaron who had quite a lot of pace, and then it was me, him, and Aaron, Aaron, and Benno the whole race. And yeah, Aaron was bumping me. Clearly, he was getting the exits right because I just couldn't keep up with him. Oh, I could. He just kept bumping me along the straights, which yeah, I just couldn't get out of the corners. But yep, I knew I knew I wanted to be ahead where I was on the last lap because I knew I could defend myself in the last 2 corners. But yeah, he just got a bit eager and gave my rear a tap and spun himself. So it's unlucky for him. He still gets third, but yeah, missed out on a shot with a win that took off a little bit of pressure, but made a couple mistakes, and then Benno was within shooting range, and yeah, I just had to put myself in the middle of the track a couple times and just managed to hold on. So yeah, it's good to get another win. Seems every round I can just get a top five, then a win, top five, then a win. So if I can keep doing that, this will help me in the championship. It helps that Ryan dropped out, but yeah, with Benno behind now, I just need to keep being consistent. Top five every race is what I want to do. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were playing Forza Horizon 6 when you done a couple drifts there. Because you kept drifting. I thought you were playing Forza Horizon 6. It's not free
I
stars
know.
there, bro. There's no free stars for you. Also, I've got a video for you to watch real quickly. I gotta get your live reaction on the stream. Just don't say what the video is. I just want a live reaction real quickly. Made this a
Wait,
couple
I want
hours.
to see.
Yeah, I'll send it to you too. I
Oh
made.
good God. Oh good God.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
So
swearing.
yeah, it's swearing. Oh wait,
Good gosh.
let me send it to Josh Cody too, and then we'll get his reaction, and then we can end off this
Actually, that might
stream.
be my dream.
Oh, okay. So we'll just wait for Josh Cody
Wait,
to look at
wait,
this.
where is it? Is it on my phone?
No, it's on your email. Of course, it's on your phone, right?
I
I
haven't
reckon you
gotten
should put that on the
anything.
stream.
Oh,
No,
Snapchat, Snapchat.
no, I'm not putting that on the stream. But yeah, so wait for Josh Cody reaction. Yep, there we go.
Um,
So we can end the stream
uh,
off here with a bit of a high. So that's it for round three of the TFH Legend Car E Series.
Yay,
I,
oval, oval, oval.
what Fraser's saying, the Oval is the next
Oval.
round, the USA titles on USA International Raceway. So I hope to
Man,
see you
we might
guys
go
watching
back
on
to
the live.
actually having a race a week.
Yes, because well, actually no, I got Toyota soon. So, but I'm just watching Fraser go on the wall. He rolled it too. But that's it.
Out.
Round three is over. See you at the USA National.